find that breaking news. 3 people dead in Los Lunas, and right now police are calling their deaths suspicious.
Valencia County Sheriff's investigating now, trying to determine if this is a homicide or carbon monoxide poisoning. This is the developing story. We'll have more information for you as we get it.
Well, glooms from all around the world are going up in flames tonight. We are live now from the 99th burning of Zozobra.
It's now just a matter of hours, minutes, and seconds until we witness this truly New Mexican tradition. And we're following the fun all evening leading up to the 99th burning of Zozobra.
Yeah, our very own Todd Kurtz and Shelly Rabando, they are live at Fort Marcy Park right now. Shelly, how are things looking out there?
Oh, good afternoon, Darlene. Things are looking great out here. As Ron was just saying, we're about 5 hours away to be exact. Not that we're counting or, overexcited. 5 hours away from
doing the
burning.
airplane video right now where they're telling people where to recycle and where to throw away.
Exactly.
Riveting stuff on stage.
But,
right
the doors just opened, so to speak.
did.
The gates, the doors to the Fort Marcy Park. And it's going to be a lot of fun. We've been out here for a few hours already. We got pretty close to Zozobra, didn't we?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and he's looking good.
He's all of 50 feet tall.
A Harry Potter theme, in case you haven't noticed yet. So we'll get more into that in a little bit.
Yeah, the gates. So you did say gates just open.
That's
We're just looking out at the field, and we're seeing people start to meander in. Snow cones. Some of the good drinks
stuff.
are out here right now too. Hey, you may be able to see Zozobra behind us too as we were talking.
I hope so.
So he does have that. He's got the wand.
He's got the Harry Potter wand. We're learning a lot about Harry Potter, aren't we?
First time that he's ever had anything.
This is a big deal. This is a really big deal. And you know what else? You're not going to just see us out here tonight. We have the whole KOAT team. So many people helping us out. We've got Joe, of course, doing the weather, which we were kind of joking. He's got it easy because, the weather is kind of perfect.
He didn't like that.
It's a little windy.
He didn't like that joke. He doesn't like that.
We still need him, yes. And Sasha is out here, and Stephanie Manise, and they're going to be mixing with the crowds. And Sasha's got some really great stories, too, about some of the glooms.
Yeah.
Really touching, very interesting stories. So they'll be joining us, too, in a little while as we get ready to watch Zozobra burn. Now, the event, by the way, it's almost 100 years old. So this is the 99th year, which blows my mind,
It
actually.
is mind-boggling,
Yeah.
isn't it? So it was winter of 1923 when Will Schuester started talking about doing this. Then they did it for the first time in 1924. It's like a 6-foot
That is
puppet
pretty cool.
at that point, and then this is what it is
We haven't been
today.
doing it for 99 years.
No,
though.
not us.
Zozobra's
Yeah.
99, okay.
Tell you what, it ages us being out here sometimes getting ready for the show.
No kidding.
But we're ready. We're rolling now. Artist Will Schuester was celebrating the sale of a painting with friends at the La Fonda Bar, actually. So everyone was grumpy. They were gloomy. He asked them to write down what was bothering them, and then they burned it right there on the table. They got kicked out, by the way, feeling a sense of relief. Then on Good Friday, Schuester made a trip to Mexico where he witnessed a really unique celebration.
They would create a 5-foot effigy of Judas, right, the apostle that betrayed Jesus, and they would parade it through the town. They would throw shoes at it, they would spit at it, and at the end, in the plaza, they would actually burn it.
So Schuester returned to Santa Fe, combined the idea of writing down those glooms with the burning in this public spectacle. Working with his friend, marionette maker Gustav Baumann, they designed a puppet, burning him to a crisp.
That's right, and Schuester even come up with a mythology of Zozobra, which was really interesting, and this was done along with the editor of the Santa Fe New Mexican. The beast lives in the mountains nearby, feeding off gloom all year long, and then he's lured out after being invited to a party in Santa Fe. Realizing it's a trick, he turns to children against the town, and the people rise up to fight. And they're not powerful enough, and they summon the fire spirit, who then defeats Zozobra, bringing some happiness once again.
There's very little that stops Zozobra from burning.
Very little.
I mean, as far as weather goes,
Yes.
right? We just can't have lightning. Let's get over to Chief Meteorologist Joe Diaz right now. So, Joe, tell us the good news that we want to hear for the weather tonight, please.
Yeah, the good news is that I think it's going to be an A-OK event. Now, I want to set this thing up for you. Zozobra is not weather dependent at all. It's going to burn whether what the weather is doing or not, all right? But sometimes they have to speed it up. If weather's coming in, they want to speed it up before the weather hits, or after the weather leaves, they might burn it. But it looks perfect for our assembly tonight at 9 o'clock. Now, here we are on the field. We're at Fort Marcy Park. This is a baseball field, and we're in way right field. And by 9 o'clock tonight, I'm going to be surrounded by 60,000 of my closest friends over here. It's going to be fantastic. And And there you can see, as we directed up on the stage, there is Old Man Gloom. He's here thinking he's here for a party that's honoring him, but he's in for surprises later on. Let's go ahead and look at the current conditions across the area. This is from the Santa Fe Airport. It's 92 degrees with winds gusting over about 20 miles an hour or so. We're probably in the upper 80s here at Fort Marcy Park, and here is the evening planner. So for 6 and 7 o'clock tonight, we're going to be in the 80s, and then when Old Man Gloom goes up in smoke, it's going to be dropping into the lower to middle 70s, which will be a treat here, because I tell you what, it's pretty hot right now at Fort Marcy Park. A little bit of a breeze, but it looks like perfect weather for that guy to go up in smoke. Back to you guys.
Well, that is what we like to hear.
Absolutely.
Joe, come in. We're under some shade in here. Not to brag.
It kind of
but
feels good, actually.
Get in here, Joe. Come hang out with us. Not out there in the sun. So another big part of the show, if you've ever watched Zozobra before, are the Gloomies, which is just another really cool part of
It
this
is
Zozobra
part of the show at 9
folklore.
o'clock. Will tell that whole story. It's awesome.
And they change it a little bit each year with this Decades
They do.
project, and they're doing that again this year. We'll show you some video from past years, though. This is from last year, what we're popping up. Gloomies are children who turn to the dark side, but are cured once Zozobra is burned. So this is the third year the New Mexico Ballet Company has done the show. We saw them at rehearsal the other night. Incredible performers. Kira Peterson is in charge of Zozobra choreograph, and she too is going to be dancing with them tonight.
I think it'll be kind of a mishmash of lots of recognizable dances plus our own little spin on it to make it really theatrical and fun.
Heck yeah, she also works with the Torchbearers, telling us it's important to create an obvious back and forth between the two. They battle it out on stage. Gloom is what this whole thing's all about. Hey, Sasha Leninger is with us now for more on what people are looking to get rid of this year. Hey, Sasha.
Hi, Todd. Hi, Shelly. Yes, we're talking about glooms, right? It's a big part of Zozobra. And if you haven't written down your glooms on a piece of paper just yet, there are probably thousands of pieces of paper and hundreds of pens for you to do so. If you have multiple glooms, you're going to come to this table here at Fort Marcy Park. If you're entering in, you make a left, and you can't miss it. It's 2 radio stations here that are doing the glooms for everyone today. So you have this big, bright orange box to choose from to drop your gloom off in, or the one that looks a little bit gloomier, shall we say, this black box. This is where you drop your glooms off if you have them. And there's 2 interesting items that has been putting into Zozobra this year because of the glooms, and they're actually hanging right here, Todd and Shirley. They're wedding dresses. So we have 2 wedding dresses